identity. They're going to try to bully us around a little bit, and it's just something we need to be ready for.
I mean, Detroit Mercy, the program, the history. There's so much history with this program. Dick Vitale, of course. That's where the court that Detroit Mercy plays on is Dick Vitale Court. Looking at all-time 119th season of this program. Mentioned the NCAA tournament back in 2012. Willie Green, who's the head coach of the Pelicans right now, he played for the Titans late 90s, early 2000s. Honorable mention All-American, Horizon League Player of the Year. So they're trying to build this program back up in a city, in an area where basketball is pretty important, right? I mean, Michigan State's not that far away from Detroit, and of course Michigan's pretty close as well. But people in that Detroit area would probably love to see this program become a top-tier program again.
Oh, for sure. Because I remember when we were playing at Detroit, I mean, there was a time when they were good. So the community really comes out, really tries to support and get behind this team. So it would be cool to see them, rise, get back to that national level of prominence. I know that's something that Coach Montgomery is going to be chasing after. And I think if they are able to do that, I mean, I think this could make for an interesting rivalry.
And then how about this other connection? Steve Watson, Loyola athletic director. His father, John, where did he play college basketball? At Detroit Mercy, 1962 through 1965. Again, and I don't know, maybe you saw my note, but it is believed that in what year was the first meeting, though, between Loyola Chicago and Detroit Mercy? What year? It's believed to be this year. That kind of gives you a hint that it's a long time ago.
A long time ago. I'm going to say 47.
Oh, you are way off.
Really? What was it?
1911.
Wow, okay.
So this is a rivalry that where we think in terms of, because obviously record books, maybe not as great, dating all the way back. 1911. Of course, we're conference rivals from 1980 until the Ramblers left the Horizon League to go to the Missouri Valley Conference. So this is why today is the 124th time Detroit Mercy and Loyola are going to meet up. And we'll see it here tonight, Game 2 of the 2024-25 season. We'll take one final break, and on the other side, we'll get you the starting lineups and the opening tip. Ramblers and Titans coming up next on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Rambler fans, make plans for your next trip to Gentile Arena by visiting RamblerTickets.com, your official source for Loyola Athletics tickets. Men's basketball seats start at only $14 per game. Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF. Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at RamblersMBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
That's at RamblersMBB on Instagram and Twitter.
Great Central Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Great Central is a collaborative brewery working every day to serve their community and client partners with heart, vitality, and muscle. Great Central brews great timeless beers. Grab one at Gentile Arena this season and make plans to visit their tap room at 221 North Wood Street in the growing brewing district west of Fulton Market. Great Central Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
On the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Hunter shoots. He off the rim. Rouse gets the scores. It's over. It's over. We won. We won. We won.
This is Loyola basketball.
Chicago, for the second year in a row, your Loyola Ramblers are Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champions. And in the process, they have earned an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Sister Jean, dust off those dancing shoes. Here we go again.
Watson drives to the hoop, to the rim, reverses it up and in. What a finish by Des Watson.
Norris between the rings to Edwards. Edwards catches top, blocks for Rubin.
Alley-oop finish.
Miles Rubin from Sheldon Edwards. Now Dawson, another quick trigger three. Another make for Jaden Dawson. The Loyola Ramblers from worst to first as they earn themselves the A-10 regular season championship.
Tip-off is coming up. Here's Scott Sudikoff and former Rambler forward Christian Thomas.
Welcome back to Gentile Arena. A couple of minutes away from this one getting started between the Ramblers and the Titans. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Loyola Medicine has nationally recognized experts providing personalized, compassionate care. Learn more at loyolamedicine.org. Let's get you the starting lineup for Detroit Mercy. 1-0 on the season. They beat NAIA Cleary 91-52 on Monday night. So they've already matched their win total of a season ago. In the starting lineup, we mentioned Mac Mansell, 6'4", 200-pound senior. He's from Detroit, transferred into the program last year from Arkansas State. Was a first-team All-American at the junior college level as well. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds on 4 of 8 shooting on Monday. Played in 31 games last season with 21 starts. 6'3", 190-pound junior Orlando Lovejoy, also from Detroit. Spent the last 2 seasons at Eastern Michigan, played in 53 games and averaged 7.5 points. He had 13 points on 4 of 7 shooting against Cleary on Monday. One of 2 true freshmen in the starting lineup is 6', 190-pounder Nate Johnson from Grand Rapids, Michigan, out of Grand Rapids Christian High School. He had 9 points, 7 rebounds on Monday. The other true freshman, I'll get to that in a moment. The other starter is 6'6", 190-pound junior Jared Larry. He had 7 points, 5 rebounds. He's a transfer, 2-time transfer from Lincoln Memorial and then Aquinas his last 2 years. Also played at 3 different high schools over the course of his career. And then the other true freshman in the lineup is 6'9", 230-pound Stephen Okoro from Nigeria. 13 points, 10 rebounds in 16 minutes of play in that game Monday night for the Titans. It's Mansell, Lovejoy, Johnson, Larry, and Okoro for the Titans. Mark Montgomery in his first season as the Detroit Mercy head coach. And for Loyola, their starting lineup remains the same as it was on Monday. Des Watson, the 6'5", 210-pound senior. He had 14 points, only on 4 of 14 shooting, but was 5 of 5 at the free throw line and grabbed 8 rebounds on Monday. Jaden Dawson, 6'4", 195-pound junior from Omaha, Nebraska, had his third career 20-point game, was 7 of 17 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3, tied his career high with a couple of blocks. Justin Moore, who was our RSN MVP on Monday night, 6'3", 185-pound junior. He had 14 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 7 assists, just 2 turnovers in that victory. Miles Rubin, 6'10", 210-pound sophomore, had some foul trouble, only played 20 minutes on Monday, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. And then Kamani Insu starts for the second straight game, 6'7", 205 from France, just 1 point. Only took 1 shot, was 1 of 2 at the free throw line, had 3 rebounds and 1 steal in 20 minutes of play. Watson, Dawson, Moore, Rubin, Inuitsu for Drew Valentine in his 4th year as the Ramblers head coach, 59-39, 602 is the winning percentage. All right, CT, as we get ready for the opening tip, what are your keys for Loyola to begin the season 2-0?
Something initially, anytime you think Michigan State, you're going to think toughness. So be ready for this energy that's this Detroit Mercy team's going to bring. They're going to try to get up in you, try to push you around a little bit. So we make sure we're ready for that. Second thing, we think Michigan State, you're going to think offensive rebounding. Just looking at their stats from last game, I mean, they had 53 rebounds in their opening game. So we're going to try to be very active on the glass. So make sure we're secure the rebound. And then after that, I mean, because you're sending everybody to the glass, your transition defense probably is not going to be the sharpest. I think we're going to have an opportunity to run, make some extra passes, and get open shots.
They had 19 offensive rebounds in that game Monday. Again, the competition level is going to greatly increase for Detroit Mercy today, and I'm sure they are well aware of that. So we'll see how they come out. Again, that Michigan State connection, Mark Montgomery played there in the 80s, an assistant coach under Tom Izzo for a total of, I think, 14 years in total. Was he on that? Was he coaching in the – no, he came in, looks like, right after the national championship in 2000, the Michigan State won. He joined the program the next year as an assistant coach. Of course, spent 10 years as the head coach at Northern Illinois. Of course, not too far away, about an hour and a half west of us here from Chicago. Coached between 2011 and 2021. Only coached 8 games in that 2020-21 season. All right, the Ramblers come out in those alternate white uniforms with blurs across the chest, maroon numbers on the front and the back. We'll move right to left. Detroit Mercy in road navy blue. Detroit Mercy on the front of the jersey, the number in the middle in red, outlined in white. Miles Rubin wins the tip back to Insu, and the Ramblers had the basketball first. Justin Moore for Watson, sideline right. Rubin the screen. Rubin wide open. They got him to it late, but he's still able to finish, as getting over to get there was Jared Larry, but too late. So the dunk for Rubin, 2-0 Loyola. Into the front court come the Titans. Larry gets to the lane, and Rubin swats it away from the rim. Titans get the loose ball, though. Driving, Mansell, short floater, 8 feet away is good. 2-2. Dawson to Insu on the left side. Dribbles to the top of the key around the screen. Tries to pass out to Watson, but it got knocked out of bounds by Mansell. Rambler ball, 20 on the shot clock. Inbounding in front of the Titan bench is Kamadio Insu. Played the last 2 seasons at Washington State. Miles Rubin hands off to Justin Moore. Left wing, push pass out front, Insu. Skips it left corner, Dawson. Dawson gets doubled to Moore, top of the key, 6 to shoot. Dawson, a left side 3 with 5 on the shot clock. And Jaden Dawson is now 4 of 10 from distance to begin the season. 5-2 Loyola. Mansell swings it for Larry on the right side. Sideline right, Orlando Lovejoy. He gets into the lane. He floats one up just inside the A-10 logo for 2 more points for the Titans.
Yeah, that was just bad ball screen coverage right there. Miles has to protect on that drive if his man goes and sets it.
5-4 Ramblers, 90 seconds gone by. Rubin at the top of the nail, just inside the 3-point line. Moore. Rubin rolls to the hoop, off the screen, gets the pass, puts it up and in off the glass. Got bumped a little, but still able to finish. So that's twice Rubin, who has been able to run the screen and roll and get a dunk and a layup. Dribbling from the right corner to 13 feet and missing is Nate Johnson. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off of the Ramblers. It'll be Titan ball, and Jalen Quinn coming in early. He's going to check in for Insu, so Drew Valentine going to go a bit smaller with the lineup.
Yeah, more defensive presence, so we haven't been good talking through any of our switches or any of these ball screen actions, so hopefully JQ brings some energy.
Oh, and cutting wide open for a layup on the under out of bounds play is Mac Mansell, so that's 3 not so great defensive possessions for the Ramblers. They lead 7-6. Now Justin Moore has it poked away and stolen. Orlando Lovejoy to the hoop, but blocked from behind by Moore. Second chance, no. Third chance, no. And then out of bounds to Loyola. How about Justin Moore turning it over, but then staying with the play and blocking it off the window from behind.
Yeah, that's one of those culture plays right there. Justin Moore didn't hang his head. He just got back on defense, made a great play.
Substitution for the Titans. They put in Ryan Callambay, a true freshman from Brampton, Ontario, 6'9", 240 pounds. He's matched up right now with Miles Rubin. Moore into the front court, dribbling near the center court logo. Deep left, Quinn skips it right side for Dawson. Dawson drives to the baseline, low right block, and he's shuffled his feet. And he gets called for the travel. So back-to-back turnovers for Loyola. Lead 7-6, 17-24 first half. Into the front court, left to right, comes Orlando Lovejoy. Nate Johnson. Now deep on the right. Jared Larry stolen by Jaden Dawson. Dawson goes to the hoop and wanted a highlight reel dunk. Got fouled and will head to the line. Jaden was dribbling towards the rim, but had his eyes like he was just making direct eye contact with Lovejoy, almost telling him, I'm about to dunk on you. Be ready. He fouled him. and makes them go to the free throw line.
Yeah, but what about JD's defense right there? I mean, I think that's a very underrated part of his game. He's very quick. He's got long arms, great anticipation. He's able to jump the passing lane right there.
Dawson, nothing but net on the first free throw. 4 of 6 at the line now on the year. 4 points today. 8-6 Ramblers. One more free throw for Dawson. Loyola as a team was 21 of 29 on Monday. That's over 70%. Jaden goes 2 for 2. Lovejoy rushes it into the front court. Picked up by Watson. Now in the hands of Nate Johnson. Right wing, Dawson switches on Larry. Jared Larry at the capital L in Loyola. Now it's moved to the left sideline. Lovejoy in front of the Rambler bench. Tries to turn the corner on Watson. Kick out right corner. Mansell for 3. Here's your guy, CT. You pulling him out. He's got 7, and we're tied at 9. Dawson, right wing. Rubin catches. Quinn behind the Rubin screen. Eyes the rim. Keeps the dribble. Jump pass left wing. Dawson up fake to the baseline. 15 feet. Tries to go back out to Watson. He threw it wide into the backcourt. Moore is going to go touch it, make it a backcourt violation instead of letting it go out of bounds. It'll be Detroit Mercy ball. Sheldon Edwards Jr. and Francis Wakoria will check in for the Ramblers. Dawson and Moore will head out. Emmanuel Quatch has come on for the Titans, a 6'7", 210-pound grad student from Calgary, Alberta. So Watson and Rubin, the only starters still on the floor for Loyola. Johnson inbounds to Calumbay. Dribbles inside the arc, right side. Hands it off for Johnson. Johnson picks up the dribble. Now between the rings, Lovejoy. Cutting baseline, Mansell got the pass but couldn't find a shot. Gave it up to the right corner. Now all the way back out beyond the three-point line. Lovejoy to the left side. A deep three with the shot clock winding down. It was off the backboard. And then Jalen Quinn was going to have a breakaway, but it's a shot clock violation as nobody possessed the basketball before 0 on the shot clock.
And Francis really did a good job there, shrinking the gap, making sure he cut off that passing lane, making them kick to a non-shooter, and that's what ultimately forced that shot clock violation.
In for the Titans is TJ Nato, another true freshman, 6'5", 195 pounds out of Detroit Catholic Central. As Edwards inbounds to Quinn for the Ramblers. 4 minutes gone by. We're tied at 9. Watson, left wing, rolling to the hoop. Rubin catches, but he got fouled before he got to the basket. It'll be a foul on the floor on the Titans, but again, Miles Rubin moving without the ball, getting open, already has a dunk and a lay-in. Timeout on the floor, 15:57 to go first half. Loyola 9, Detroit Mercy 9. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We believe a successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is here to assist. Their holistic approach to retirement planning addresses various aspects of your financial landscape, aiming to ensure a well-rounded strategy for your golden years. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 187-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and content. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. And, of course, you can also listen to our Rambler Sports Network broadcasts through the Go Ramblers mobile app. Scott and CT back with you. 9-9 the score, 15:57 to go first half. Miles Rubin was fouled before the timeout. It'll be an under out of bounds, I believe, for the Ramblers. CT, the first 3 defensive possessions, specifically for Loyola, were not great. And so far, the defense, an issue. in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, so the very first play was a dribble handoff with JD and Des. So that'll be an easy switch. They didn't talk through it. The man was able to get all the way into the paint. Now, luckily, Miles just came over and made a great play, but that was just a breakdown right there. Even on the play where Kamani fell down, I think we gave up a bucket on that one. Well, JQ got beat baseline on the other side. That's what led to the scramble situation. And then there have been other times where we're not getting any sort of help on the ball screen coverage. So it's very difficult to tell what exactly we're supposed to be doing. Doesn't seem like the guys are talking. Just reading Drew's body language, it seems like he's upset with it too.
Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Edwards, Watson, Quinn, Wakoria, and Jalen Deloach into the first time today. Watson will inbound on the baseline for the Ramblers. 22 on the shot clock, 15:57 to go first half. Tied at 9. Whistle blows, and we're back underway as Watson will lob it into Deloach. Deloach dribbling out front. Hands off to Quinn. Quinn drives, kick out left corner. Edwards open 3, too strong. Offensive rebound by Watson, and he kicked it out into the backcourt. That's over and back. Yep. It was not deflected. So Watson just not clean with the kick out pass after getting the good offensive rebound. Titans with the basketball in the front court. Orlando Lovejoy marked by Watson. Picks it up. Finds Mansell out near half court. Edwards against him. Mansell puts it to the floor with the left hand. Now sideline left Lovejoy. Wakoria all up in his face. But they're calling Quinn away from the ball for a foul. First foul of the game on the Ramblers. Baseline inbounds for the Titans. Be put into play by Ryan Calambay. Lovejoy catches out top between the rings. In the hands of Nato. Now sideline right man Seal. Wakoria again all in his face. Gets to the free throw line. Double teamed. And the open man was Calambay. Scores it. Deloach trying to recover. Fouls him. Chance for a three-point play. With a foul on Deloach.
That could be another situation. They could just emergency switch right there. So look, I think that's what Jalen Deloach was anticipating. So Francis was beat a little bit. That's why Jalen came over to help. Just switch it, and then Francis just drop down and take Jalen's man.
Calambay now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. It is very brief career. Rebound Ramblers, 11-9 Detroit Mercy. Almost 5 minutes gone by. Quinn dribbling out top, behind the back with it to his right hand, gets to the hoop, all the way to the rim, but can't finish, but he got fouled. So Jalen Quinn went behind the back to go left to right, and then drove into the heart of the paint. Basically a free run to the rim. Couldn't finish, but he got hit.
Yeah, I like the read right there. A lot of times, so Jalen Quinn, he's very good at getting in the paint, but I think a lot of times he predetermines that he's going to pass. That time he just made the right read. No one stepped up, and he tried to get all the way to the rim.
Yeah, we saw that for sure Monday. There's one very clear time where he got all the way to the rim, had a layup, but as you mentioned, predetermined that he was going to pass it. Makes the first free throw. Quinn last year was 77% at the line. He was 5 of 6 on Monday and goes 2 for 2 for his first 2 points of the contest. We're tied at 11. Quinn now guarding the ball in the backcourt all over Grant Gonderzik.
Oh,
and they're going to call a foul on Quinn.
No.
It looked like Gonderzik was just falling over, and I thought he kind of had an arm wrapped around Quinn.
He did, because he can't handle the pressure. Oh, man, that was soft.
And that's JQ's second foul. 3 on the team. So he checks out. Justin Moore back in. Inbound goes to Quach. Mansell trying to get around Wakoria, dribbles it off his foot as it was headed towards baseline right. Turned over by the Titans, their third turnover. So there's the length of Wakoria, 6'7", guarding Mansell, who's 6'4", and had the ball in his hands a lot. Moore driving left, mid-block. He slid his feet, couldn't come to a full stop. Seen that a couple of times now for the Ramblers. That's 5 turnovers. Reset the lineup for the Ramblers. Moore, Watson, Edwards, Wakoria, and Deloach. That's a lineup on the floor of 5 transfers.
Yeah.
Of course, in differing degrees. Justin Moore, Francis Wakoria, Jalen Deloach all in their first year. Sheldon Edwards in his third year here.
Sheldon.
Des Watson in his second is Sheldon with tough on-ball defense against Nato. Now, deep sideline left. It's in the hands of Nate Johnson. Bounces left of the lane. Kick out. Nato up fakes. Passes right baseline. Pull-up jumper. Too strong. An air ball by Gonderzik. And now up ahead, Edwards gets fouled on his way to the hoop. So Loyola, quick transition. Looks like it'll be a foul on the floor, though.
Yeah. How about that? Was a much better defensive sequence right there. I mean, there were a few emergency switches on there, but guys are just talking, just being active. A lot of times there's no wrong decision. The only wrong decision is just indecision. So as long as you talk through it, have effort, you'll be okay.
Watson goes out. Dawson returns. Ramblers have already gone 9 deep in the first 6 minutes. Deloach catches. Low block, left side, spins to the baseline, reverses it up, can't finish, gets his own rebound, and gets knocked to the floor and fouled. So Deloach couldn't finish, but he stayed with it and draws a 5th team foul on the Titans. It goes on Legend Jeter. He played the last 2 years at Eastern Michigan. And now with the Titans, started his career at Providence. Jaden Dawson, top of the key, 3, front iron, loose ball. Loose ball, foul on Detroit Mercy.
There you go, Jalen.
Second foul on Jeter. So Legend Jeter comes on to play 1 minute and picks up 2 fouls and has to go to the bench.
Need a basket here. Haven't scored in almost 5 minutes.
You got to take advantage of what amounts to 3 chances. Open right corner. Edwards for 3, and nice. He hits it. That's off the kick out from Deloach. Found the open man, and Sheldon Edwards with his second 3-pointer of the season. Ramblers lead by 3. Down low, Nato has it blocked from behind by Wakoria. Titans, though, get the loose ball. Gonderzik, double dribbles, I think, but they let it go because I guess he just kind of fumbled it. He never had true possession. And then Edwards pokes it away from Nate Johnson out of bounds along the left sideline right in front of Drew Valentine. It'll be Titan ball with 9 on the shot clock. McMahon Seal, a brief rest, is back in. Miles Rubin in, and Wakoria out for Loyola. So for the first time this season, we'll see Rubin and Deloach on the floor together, and that's imposing.
That's what the fans have been wanting.
It's that combination that leads many to believe, and just in general, Loyola's defense that finished really top 30, top 25 in the country last year. When you look at the metrics, to be even better than that this season. They get it into Lovejoy. Out near half court, 6 to shoot. Lovejoy dribbling left, gets inside the arc, tries to go up with a shot off 1 foot, and he got fouled with 4 on the shot clock. And in the act of shooting. Justin Moore picked it up. And Lovejoy will go to the line for 2. It's 4 of 4 at the line on Monday night to open the season. 71% in his career at Eastern Michigan, makes the first. Watson returns, and it's going to be a Deloach-Rubin time on the floor for a very brief amount of time. As Watson checks in for Deloach.
Yeah, going pretty small here. I'm going to try to see if we can get out and run a little bit.
Lovejoy's second free throw bounces off the iron, no good. Rubin couldn't control the rebound initially, but it's tapped out to Moore. Moore into the front court right side. Left-hand dribble, top of the key. Reverses it back to Dawson, deep right. Bounce entry, right of the lane, Rubin. Rubin will skip it on a kick out to Moore. Moore drives from the left side and lays it in with the right hand. Justin Moore with his first points tonight, 16-12 Loyola. 12:45 remaining first half. And a bad pass
Sheldon.
as Nato was cutting to the hoop, but Nate Johnson thought he was staying on the wing, and he throws it away.
Yeah, that's Sheldon being active in the passing lane right there, forcing a bad pass. This is about as hard as I've seen Sheldon defend in the almost 2 and a little bit more.
2 years and 2 games?
2 years and 2 games. I like what I'm seeing.
Ramblers by 4. Moore across the timeline, right to left. With the waist-high left-hand dribble, crosses over to his right, inside the arc right side. Jump, skip pass to Dawson, misses an open 3. Weak side defensive rebound by Lovejoy. Lovejoy ahead for Mansell. Corner 3, missed from the left corner by Nate Johnson. Offensive rebound, though, by Jared Larry. Back to Larry. He drives to the hoop, misses a finger roll. Offensive rebound, put back, bounces in for Stephen Okoro. 16-14. Watson, left wing. Dawson out front. Dawson bounces top of the key. Rubin back to the basket. Push pass right for Edwards. Steps to his left. Takes the 3. Front iron. Long rebound. Picked up by the Titans by Larry. 2-point Loyola lead. 11:45 to go first half. Lovejoy. Dawson trying to fight through the screen, and he's called for the foul. Jaden's first. Loyola's 5th. And we have a timeout on the floor. 11:41 remaining first half. It's Loyola 16, Detroit Mercy 14. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
The new Bud Light Loft in Gentile Arena provides a fantastic sideline view of the court.
Reverses it up and in. What a finish.
It also offers plenty of exciting amenities, including all-inclusive food service with an elevated game day tailgate menu, a private cash bar, and a reserved countertop seat with access to high-top tables. Interested in season, group, or single game tickets in the Bud Light Loft? Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Loyola Medicine's top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. 11:41 to go first half. Loyola 16, Detroit Mercy 14. CT, we saw early in this game, Miles Rubin, the high screen, and then the back screen set for him as well, trying to get open, really looking to establish him early on in this game.
Yeah, Scott, so that high ball screen, back screen, actually, we tried to run that a couple times. I think it's working for us for the most part. We're getting good looks, so I know we've been able to get Miles a couple post touches. On that last action right there, JD's man sucked all the way in and tried to take away Miles, and that's what led to that skip pass and for the open 3. Now, JD missed it, but of course, I think we would let him shoot that every single time.
Ramblers are 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, and 4 of 4 at the line. 5 points for Jaden Dawson to lead the way. Loyola has turned it over 5 times. Detroit Mercy with 4 turnovers, 6 of 15 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 3 at the line. Mac Mansell, who we expected to lead the way, is leading the way with 7 points. It's a foul on Jaden Dawson before the timeout. 5 team fouls on the Ramblers, 6 on the Titans with 11:41 to go. Inbounding in front of special advisor Dan Hipsher of the Titans. Nate Johnson gets it in. Has that first seat closest to Drew Valentine, who's standing up on the sideline. Does Hipsher. And there's a bad pass intercepted by Dawson, 2-on-2. Dawson will wait for reinforcements. Watson, a trail 3, front rimmed it. And the rebound grabbed by Mansell. Watson shot struggling to begin the season, but doesn't seem to be affecting the other parts of his game. Defense and rebounding, still active in those parts of the game. Mansell between the rings, guarded by Moore. Moore tries to fight through the screen. He does. Mansell swings it right for Lovejoy. Lovejoy inside the arc, right, lost it. Picked up by Justin Moore as Dawson maybe got a hand on it. Owinsu finds Dawson right corner. Watson and Dawson, they play catch. Dawson, corner three.
Great read right there.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody pass the ball quickly back like that. Hot potato. Watson said, no, Jaden, you take it back. You're open. Dawson's got 8 already tonight. And a couple of more three-pointers. He's made 5 in the first 2 games now. Ramblers by 5. Watson steals it away from Jared Larry. 2-on-1. The lob, Howinsu scores off the window.
A timeout.
And a timeout, Detroit Mercy. Ramblers have had trouble with the highlight reel finishes so far today. Luckily, in this case, Howinsu was able to finish, but maybe Loyola needs to simplify things a little bit on those plays. But the timeout call by the Titans is 19-14. We will keep it here, as that's 4 turnovers in the last 2 minutes and 52 seconds by the Titans. And the Rambler defense on ball has really picked up, because I think we just saw in the last sequence of play, 3 just steals, just like clean, poking the ball away, taking them away, not so much balls being fumbled away or thrown away.
Yeah, and so like we talked about at the top of to start the game, our defense just wasn't where it needed to be, but you can tell that intensity's ratcheted up a little bit. You see it with the ball pressure. You see us being more aggressive, denying one pass away. But then also I can hear Miles through my headset really talking through some actions, trying to point and trying to be that anchor on the defensive end for us. So you can tell that Drew really got into these guys, and they're responding.
So 21-14 with 10:21 to go in the first half. At that under 12 media timeout, it was 16-14. The Detroit Mercy had 4 turnovers. They've had 3 turnovers since the media timeout. And the Ramblers had 2 points off of turnovers during the timeout, before the timeout. And they added 5 since. He's coming back out onto the floor. Titans, member of the Horizon League, of course. Just won 1 game last year, but can't really attribute that to this team when it's 4 returning players, only accounted for 14% of the points, and 11 newcomers. There's another ball in a hand in a passing lane, knocked it away, and then a loose ball foul on Detroit Mercy. The Ramblers are certainly aggressive defensively, but Detroit Mercy is a little loose right now with the ball as well. And that's going to be free throws. 7th team foul. Going to the line will be Dawson, who already has a chance to get to double figures. He's got 8 points, a couple of 3-pointers, and a couple of free throws.
Here we go, Miles and Deloach lineup. Let's go.
Yeah, Deloach in.
Let's go.
Owinsu out.
Get excited, Sudi.
Well, we saw it for like 3 seconds earlier, so I want to, Dawson makes the first free throw. We'll get the second. So Jaden Dawson, who had double-figure points in 8 games last year. So think about this. Jaden had double-digit points in 26 games played last year, 8 times. He's 2 for 2 so far this year with that free throw. He's got 10. That is the jump in offensive ability that we've been expecting from JD. Ramblers by 9. Halfway point of the first half. Mansell in the left corner. Baseline guarded by Moore. Try to back him down. Now gets to the 8-10 logo. Has to give it up. Now he gets it back between the rings. 8 to shoot. Moore gets in his face. Around the screen. Mansell, left side 3. Off the back iron. Rebound Deloach.
Great possession right there.
Detroit Mercy hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. They've had 5 turnovers in the last 3.5 minutes. Dawson, deep left, goes back out to Watson. Watson, crossover dribble, left-hand dribble, down the left lane line. Scoops it up off the window for 2. First points for Dez. Ramblers by 9. By 11, excuse me. Mansell, left corner 3, missed it. Deloach couldn't handle the rebound. The officials look at each other, and they will give it to the Ramblers.
Yeah, possession before that. Again, very crisp, very talkative. You could hear him hear Miles again calling out an ice on the ball screen. not letting the man use it and funneling him towards the baseline where there's help. Just an all-around great possession right there.
Ramblers on a 9-0 run over the last 92 seconds. Leading 25-14, 9:15 to go first half. Moore walks across the timeline right to left, dribbles to the right side. Bounce entry, baseline right to Loach, goes baseline. Underneath the rim, able to squeeze it up and in. Just grazes off the backboard, off the back rim and in. Another quick three, left corner, no good again for the Titans. Rebound by Moore. Moore will push it ahead.
Oh,
Moore, three-pointer right wing. Off the back iron, offensive rebound, Rubin. Kick out Moore, steps into another three. Short, and loose ball. Almost another offensive rebound. Gonderzik has it for the Titans into the front court. Another quick three, and they finally make one. So it seems like the Titans are now jacking up the three before they can turn it over.
Yeah.
But this one finally goes. That was Emmanuel Quach. And they're 2 of 7 from three. Moore had it knocked free, gets it back, and he got fouled. And that'll be free throws for Justin. So it'll be 1-1, and we'll see Saif Indawi come in for the first time in his career.
Okay, let's go Saif.
Well, not yet, because no, he should come in. He should come. Des Watson sent him off, I think, because of the free throws, but it's a 1-1, so he should have checked in, unless he's going in for Justin Moore, which he might be.
Yeah,
because we know Moore makes the first free throw. So, yeah, he's coming in for Justin Moore. No? What is going on?
He must be coming in for Justin.
I mean, unless there's confusion here. Moore, second free throw, short. Won't be able to come in now. Moore gets the rebound. Dawson, bounce entry, mid-block left to Deloach. Deloach, they go one-on-one, faking the double.
Ooh.
He'll get in the air, kick out open. Watson, three from the right corner. 31-17 Ramblers. Nadeau, push pass sideline right. Gonderzik lobs it back out top to Mansell. Screen set by Calambe. Mansell pulls up free throw line, had it blocked, but fouled by Deloach. Second foul on Deloach, and that'll get us a timeout. So Saif Indawi can definitely come in now. As there's 7:43 left to go in the first half. Loyola on a 15-3 run over the last 3 minutes and 6 seconds. And the Ramblers have a 31-17 lead. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Rambler fans. This is Cam Krutwig, and my favorite way to get into the game is through my friends at TicketEstore.com. Whether it's courtside or in the upper deck, TicketEstore.com has you covered. They have a wide selection that I love. The proud official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, Ticket eStore is alumni-owned and celebrating 20 years in the business. With no service fees, TicketEstore.com gets you in the game for less. Let's go Ramblers.
This is Rambler softball player Liz Sudeikis on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler softball. They're a family-owned business who have been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at RamblersMBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights. That's at RamblersMBB on Instagram and X. You can also follow the Rambler Sports Network at Rambler_SN. Send us a message. Let us know where you're listening from. Any shout-outs and any questions for CT, send them along. He'd be happy to answer them right here on the air. That's at Rambler_SN. 31-17, Loyola leads Detroit Mercy with 7:43 to go in the first half. A 15-3 run. buoyed by the defensive intensity, CT.
Oh, for sure, Scott. I love what I'm seeing. So on the defensive end, like we talked about, we're seeing a lot more ball pressure, being a lot more aggressive in the passing lanes, also being a lot more vocal. I mean, there are several times where you can hear guys talking through the actions through my headset, which is encouraging to see. And then, I mean, on the offensive end, I mean, we've made 5 out of our last 7 shots. Haven't been turned the ball over. We see we can handle their pressure. We're just slowing down a little bit and taking what the defense gives us.
So Loyola will have on the floor Watson, Dawson, Wakoria, Rubin, and Saifin Dawi making his debut. The 4-star recruit from Cairo, Egypt, out of the NBA Academy in Africa. 6'8", 200 pounds. Has the ability to be a point guard with that size and ability. As first of 2 free throws from McMahon Seal is good. He has a Titan high 8 points.
It's a great opportunity to see Safe get some big minutes. I mean, JQ has 2 fouls, so he's probably done for the half. So between him and Justin, probably finish out this last 7:43.
Second free throw from Mansell. Nothing but net.
Here we go.
31-19, and ball inbounded to Ndawi, and he will bring it into the front court. Ndawi dribbling between the rings. Gives to Watson right side. Watson fires it down low. Wakoria at the rim. Up fake. Can't finish off the window. Rubin got his hand on the offensive rebound but couldn't control. And brought the other way by Grant Gonderzik. Nato enters it down low. Underneath the hoop. Kalambe trying to dribble. Lost it. Picked up by Rubin. Ndawi brings it ahead. Ndawi with the Rubin screen. Swings it for Wakoria. Now Watson, sideline right for 3. Front rimmed it. Wakoria with the offensive rebound. He combined with Rubin. The offensive rebound is number 6 for Loyola. Rubin to the cutting. Dawson at the rim. Kick out corner 3. Wakoria. Front rimmed it. Rebound comes all the way back out to him.
On,
Dawson,
JD.
right wing. 3. Rolls around and in for Jaden. And he's got 13. 34-19 Ramblers. And that's now 9 second chance points off of 7 offensive rebounds. Nato makes a 15-footer from right of the lane for the Titans. 34-21. Rubin, right baseline, double team. Back out Dawson, catch and shoot. And he missed that one. Offensive rebound, though. Watson, up fake, man in the air, bumped, fouled, goes to the line. Jaden Dawson, I said this to Drew on Monday, looked uber confident on Monday. He looks even more confident today. And in the Ramblers right now on the offensive glass, 8 offensive rebounds and a chance for double-figure second chance points in the first half.
Yeah, his confidence is, you can't help but notice, and you appreciate it, too. Because if he does miss a shot, he's not hanging his head. The next time he gets an open look, it's going up, and he's probably going to make it.
Watson, first of 2 free throws, bounces around and in, front rim, backboard, and down. 6 points for Dez. Sheldon Edwards will come in, and Saifin Dawi, a quick run for him. He'll go to the bench after a little less than 2 minutes. Dawson will take a rest as well as Justin Moore returns. Watson, second free throw off the left side of the iron, no. And then Rubin draws a rebounding foul on Detroit Mercy. Kalambe, his second. I thought that was going to be on Rubin, just conditioned to just maybe think it's going to be on Rubin because he's gotten that bad luck, I suppose, over his start of his career. But he forced that issue by getting on the offensive glass. 2 free throws for Miles. First in the air. Good. 5 points for Miles today. That was his first free throw of the season. Shot 57% last year. Bends the knees of the lefty. Second free throw high in the air and straight down. 6 points for Miles. Ramblers lead by 16 with 6:10 to go first half. Nato guarded by Wakoria out top. Gonderzik has more in his face. Gonderzik gets by him. Got to the hoop. Able to sleep by slipped by Rubin and Wakoria, who came to help as well. 37-23. Moore into the front court. Rubin catches out front, swings it left for Watson. Coming around to get it is Edwards for a catch and shoot three. Sheldon Edwards with the trifecta, his second, and the Ramblers lead 40-23. Still 5.5 minutes to go in the first half, and they've got 40 on the board. Nadeau backing it out. Screen set. Rubin switches on him. Right corner, Gonderzik takes the ball. Out to the top, Lovejoy. Sideline left in the hands of Nate Johnson. Johnson with 6 to shoot. Baseline left and stumbling into Justin Moore, but Moore is the one that'll be called for the foul, his second. So now both Moore and Quinn have 2. But Quinn's going to come back on for Moore. And this will be a 1-and-1 for Nate Johnson. True freshman from Grand Rapids. Made all 4 of his free throws on Monday night. First trip to the line today, looking for his first point. Does have it. One more free throw now. Recruit Logistics is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics, owned and operated by Loyola alumni. The group provides transportation services for some of the country's largest shippers of food and beverage products. If you're interested in learning more or joining their team, check them out at DeGrootLogistics.com. Go Ramblers. At the second free throw, no good. Edwards Jr. with the rebound. Jalen Quinn into the front court, right to left for the Ramblers. Owinsu back in there. Owinsu driving left, trying to skip it to the right corner. Made the pass without seeing the defender. Intercepted by Lovejoy. Lovejoy gets to the paint, floats it up from 13 feet. No. Rebound tap to Rubin. Quick one and done for the Titans. Quinn, left wing. Rubin rolls to the hoop. Jalen drives, tries to skip it out diagonally. Intercepted again by Lovejoy. Lovejoy to the hoop and trying to get the block was Owinsu. Lovejoy able to score, and he's down. And now back up. Did a couple of push-ups, and seems to be okay.
Yes, back-to-back turnovers right now. I'm dribble drives. I'll try to see if we can get a post touch, get Miles a touch in there.
I think the Ramblers in those cases expecting it to be open because it has been. Now the last 2 times, Detroit Mercy clogging up that passing lane. 40-26, 4:21 left to go first half. Rubin back to the basket at the nail. Watson comes to get it. Watson reverses it left wing for Owinsu. Owinsu enters it left of the lane. Rubin faces up, goes baseline left, double team. Back out Owinsu. Drives with 5 on the shot clock. Let's all the way to the hoop with a 2-hand flush. And then Jalen Quinn almost stole the inbounds pass. Titans getting to the front court. Owinsu's first points of the day with that dunk. Gonderzik deep on the right. Bounces it right in the lane. Legend Jeter back in there with 2 fouls.
Oh, come on.
Splits a double team. Finds Lovejoy. Steps to 13 and hits.
Can't let him split the double team, Miles.
7 points now for Orlando Lovejoy. And it's 42-28 with 3.5 to go in the first half. Ramblers by 14. Quinn bounces it for Owinsu. Lobs it for Rubin. Top of the key. Right-hand dribble. Coming to get it is Edwards. Lobs it for Rubin. Catches, lands, goes up, scores. Left hand off the glass. 8 points now for Miles. 44-28. Gonderzik gets away from Quinn. Step back 3. No. Offensive rebound for the Titans. The putback no good on the easy chippy there for Stephen Okoro. Ramblers get the second attempt at the rebound, though. Owinsu bounces it left corner to Quinn. Watson, left wing. Rubin inside the arc left side. Quinn comes to get it. Lost it off his leg. Able to track it down. 9 to shoot. Quinn trying to get left baseline. Got fouled and then got to the rim and got fouled again, but only the first foul will count. And he'll have 2 free throws on the other side of the media timeout. 2:37 to go first half. It's Loyola 44, Detroit Mercy 28. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Your Loyola experience doesn't end at graduation. Whether you're looking to connect with fellow Ramblers or mentor today's students, Alumni Relations offers a variety of ways for you to stay engaged with Loyola. Throughout Chicago and across the globe, Loyola graduates are setting the world on fire. Stay up to date with alumni stories and be part of a community that is changing the world. Loyola University Chicago. Be a Rambler for life. For upcoming alumni events and ways to get involved, visit alumni.luc.edu and follow us on Facebook and TikTok at LUC Alumni and on Instagram and Twitter at Loyola_alumni.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences, we collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
Celebrate Chicago with Windy City weeknights at Gentile Arena this season. All Monday through Thursday home games feature $7.73 bleacher seats at a 3-1-2 concessions menu featuring $3 soda, $1 popcorn, and $2 hot dogs. Visit LoyolaRamblers.com/weeknights and reserve your tickets today. Next one of those will be Tuesday, November 19th, when the Ramblers play Southern Utah. Scott and CT back with you. 44-28 Ramblers with 2:37 left to go in the first half. Jaden Dawson, 13 points, 3 of 6 shooting. They've all been three-pointers, 4 of 4 at the line in 11 minutes. Miles Rubin, 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 at the line, 8 points. With no fouls in 14 minutes of play. And got to see who's off the bench, who's got the most points. That would be Sheldon Edwards with 6 points on a couple of three-pointers. Ramblers shooting 54%, holding the Titans to 42%. Detroit Mercy has turned it over 9 times as Loyola has amounted 6 steals in this first half.
I like what we're seeing here, getting Deloach getting some more run. I know he's got 2 fouls, but veteran guy, surely he knows how to play for these last 2.5 minutes without picking up a cheap third.
Jalen Quinn was fouled before the timeout. He'll be at the line. JQ already 2 for 2 there today. And the first of 2 this time around, though, is too strong and no good. Junior shot 77% from the line last year, was 5 of 6 on Monday night. And he's 1 for 2 this time around. And the Ramblers lead by 17, 45-28. Mansell catches right wing. Dawson against him. Dawson goes under the screen to stay with him. Sideline left, it's Nate Johnson. Johnson double team, kick out. Legend Jeter thought about a 3. Now dribbles left of the lane. Spins back towards the paint. Misses with the right hand. Rebound Deloach and Edwards. Deloach had it, but Edwards got the carom. Owinsu for Quinn out near half court. Quinn angles his dribble to the left side. Watched by Lovejoy. Deloach sets the screen. Quinn reverses it for Dawson. Dawson top of the key. Out to Quinn right side. Backs it out. Throws it left corner. Owinsu into a 3. Makes it! Kamani Owinsu with his first three-pointer as a Rambler. And it's 48-28. I don't have his three-point numbers on my sheet in front of me from last year. I'm going to make sure to look that up, but curious to see what he did shoot last year in Washington State from 3. As Detroit Mercy trying to get to the lane and got deflected out of bounds. It'll be Titan ball with 1:28 to go. First half, 48-28 Ramblers. $14 on the shot clock as Emmanuel Quach comes back in.
I really like the intensity around it. For the last 2 minutes, holding Detroit 0-4 shooting. We've gone 4-4 shooting in that span.
Lovejoy with 10 on the shot clock. Way out deep. Push pass right side. Nate Johnson takes the three and makes the three. Late closeout by Jaden Dawson. First field goal for Nate Johnson today. 48-31. Uinsu right baseline. Throws it out to Watson. Watson penetrates. Jump pass right corner. Uinsu open. Dawson right wing three. Too strong off the back rim. And then Uinsu is called for the rebounding foul. Jaden got a wide open look again. Before I forget, Kamani Uinsu in his career at Washington State was 10 of 40 from three-point range. So not a high-volume three-point shooter.
Yeah, he looked good on that last one. Stepped into it, had his elbow in, had a nice rotation on the ball, held his follow-through.
Got called for his first foul. It's 1-1 still for the Titans. That was the 8th team foul. It's going to be Emmanuel Quach. His second grad season. Missed the first 12 games of last year. Played in 19 games, averaged 4 points and 3 rebounds. Transferred from New Mexico. And he makes the first and will receive the second. He's got 4 points. 48-32 with 61 seconds left to go in the first half. Spins the basketball, bends the knee. Second free throw, also good. Cuts the lead down to 15 with 1:01 to go. This is one of the higher point total first halves for the Ramblers that we've seen. Obviously this season, but thinking more back to last year. Try to check on that at halftime. Jaden Dawson into the right corner. Watson, jab step, back, and takes the three. And Wakoria, surrounded by 2 Titans on the glass, draws the foul. Foul was called on TJ Nadeau. And it's 2 free throws for Francis Wakoria. Makes the first. Stay tuned for the halftime show brought to you by Great Lakes Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Make sure to grab Great Lakes Brewing Company craft beer at Gentile Arena throughout the season. Both free throws good for Wakoria. And now 30-second timeout going to be called by Detroit Mercy, with the Ramblers at 50 points here in the first half, 50-33. 49 seconds left to go, and slow start defensively for Loyola, but after about 5 minutes, that changed.
Yeah.
And the intensity and the communication, I think, probably the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, early on, it seemed like guys were just quiet. It's hard to be an elite defense if you're not talking about anything. But like I've said several times, you can hear the guys talking through a lot of what's happening, their assignments. I really like being able to hear Miles a lot and really being that anchor back there protecting the rim, but then also talking to some of these guards as they're fighting over the screens and talking through switches.
Ramblers shooting 52%, 15 of 29. And dribbling from the backcourt is Mac Mansell across the timeline left to right. Lovejoy, deep left. Watson guarding him. 15 on the shot clock. Lovejoy trying to turn the corner out front, but unable to do so as Watson stays with him. Mansell bumped by Dawson, who knew it. Gets called for his second foul, and that was 30 feet from the basket. It still will be 1-1. Still 1-1, but Jaden's second foul. Mansell front rimmed it, and the rebound Dawson. So we go empty on the 1-1 chance. 50-33. Ramblers will use their use it or lose it timeout with 24 seconds left, leading by 17, 50-33. Obviously, the Ramblers would like to clean up 7 first-half turnovers, but it feels like it's been a while since they have turned it over. And a couple of them where I feel like turnovers that aren't going to happen too often, those just throwaways to the backcourt where they're getting when they were off of offensive rebounds, I think both times, where they're just trying to kick out to the open man for 3 and maybe making the pass before you fully get 2 eyes on your teammate because you know it's so open.
Yeah, those are just some of like the lazy cross court pass. I know we were getting those through early on in the game.
Right.
Detroit just adjusted to it, but it seems like we've adjusted to their adjustment.
Yeah, I'd say so. Basically, like 4 of the 7 turnovers, I'd say easily correctable. I wouldn't fret too much about them. Right, they had those 2 back-to-back cross court, passes to the weak side that had been open that both got intercepted in a row.
Yep.
And since then, that hasn't happened again. See what the Ramblers have drawn up for the final 24 seconds of the first half, leading 50-33. Moore dribbling inside the half-court circle. Guarded by Orlando Lovejoy. He's backed off him about 5 feet. Rubin catches, hands back off to Moore, 8 seconds. Moore trying to swing it for Watson, who saves it from going out of bounds, and then got knocked away by Detroit Mercy. Des Watson need every inch of his vertical there and his fingertips to keep that ball from going out of bounds. 5.2 seconds left. Wakoria and Owinsu are going to come on. Edwards and Moore are going to go out, so you got a really fairly big lineup here with 5.2 seconds left. Inbounding on the sideline is Owinsu. Into Dawson, wide open for a left wing 3.
Oh.
Missed it too strong. Long rebound, still time left. Thrown up near half court by Owinsu. And he had it on line, but front rimmed it. It would have counted. And that'll do it for the first half. 50-33 Loyola. The biggest first half the Ramblers had last year was 48 points scored against Eastern Illinois. They also had a 41-point first half in their A-10 opener at St. Louis. But today, 50 on the board, 50-33. Don't forget, the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show is coming up next. We'll have part 2 of our interview season preview with women's basketball head coach Allison Guth. That's coming up next on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly. Hey Rambler fans, howling for hunger, on the prowl for snacks? Then head to the Pack House concession stands in Gentile Arena for all your food and beverage needs. The main stands are located at the northeast and southwest corners of the Gentile Arena concourse, with a satellite beverage station located in the southeast corner and a new grab-and-go concept stand located across from the restrooms on the north side. Go now, or stay hungry.
Welcome in to the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield. Now here's part 2 of our season preview interview with women's basketball head coach Allison Guth. Hopefully a great primer on those 3 players to get ready for this 24-25 campaign. Now I mentioned there's a slew of newcomers, a good freshman class and some transfers. If you can pare it down for us, who should we be excited for as new faces on the floor for the Ramblers?
You know what? The transfers have impacted us all in their own way from an immediate experience level and competitiveness. I would tell you 2 you need to hone in right away are Jess Finney and Rosa Merciel. I think Jess Finney is just a really offensively skilled player from the West Coast that has a little bit of moxie to her game, and she has the ability to put the ball in from beyond the arc and is crafty when she goes off the bounce. We're working on her really valuing the way we defend together in our defensive system, but she really understands the game from an offensive standpoint. So when we are being creative and allowing our players to stay curious and be creative within our 5 out, you're going to see her doing some unbelievable things. You're going to see Rosa coming off the bench in the first couple games here as like a sixth woman spark, because the player could play a lot of different spots for us, but she is unbelievably gifted as one of the best shooters I've been around in a long time. She scored, made 43s out of 100 she took in her first year campaign at Monmouth, and those were in-game threes, and she does it at practice all the time. She is an unbelievable passer, and I think that kid just is going to get better, and better. And you're going to see Nay Bernard is who you need to focus in on too. She'll be in our starting lineup. Nay is coming from Duquesne, where she's coming off winning 42 games in the last couple campaigns at Duquesne. And you're not going to understand the work ethic of a kid until you're around that person. She's our hardest worker. She's never not in the gym. She has an unbelievable craft off ball screens and being effective. And I really think her trusting us with this year for us, she could be a pro right now in France, had an opportunity to sign a contract, but really wanted to bring Loyola women's basketball to another level, and also wanted to become a better decision maker with the ball in her hands. She played alongside a really good point guard at Duquesne. And so us being able to start 2 point guards with Kira and Nay, you're going to see some fantastic stuff out of that player. She can score it and fill it up pretty easily. And you're going to see that with what she does on the floor early.
Now, I asked you this probably last season as well. And especially this year, we're looking at it. There's 3 occasions where you'll play a doubleheader with the men's team playing afterwards. So there'll be some fans that'll be filtering in maybe later to your games to be there for the men's game. But what would you say, and what can you say to the listeners who maybe only come out to men's games, that to get them to say, hey, this women's program is on the rise, your style of play, what to get them into the arena to check out your team? What would you tell them?
Scott, I just think that you got to come to just one, and I think that you'll gravitate to how entertaining the play is. I really do. I would tell our fans of Rambler Nation, we have such an amazing brotherhood and sisterhood with our men's program. I have so much respect for Drew and his staff, what they've built here, what our men have built, and we have a brotherhood with them and sisterhood within our women and men's programs that are championing each other for success. And I think if you find any of our men's program exciting to you in the way that you're watching basketball, you just got to give us an opportunity to walk into Gentile Arena and see what this product is that these women are putting on the floor. And I think you're going to be drawn to it and be really excited. You won't regret coming into the gym. You're going to see a team that absolutely leaves the floor empty in what they leave in terms of their work ethic and what we're doing. I specifically think this trend that you talked about, Scott, earlier in the broadcast about women's basketball, you just got to tune into it right now. I mean, that we set records this last year of a 14.2 million viewership for our national championship game, which superseded any college sports across the board, regardless of gender. And so I'm telling you, these women that have poured into their craft are really, really talented, great basketball players. And if you're a fan of the game, if you're a fan of basketball being played the way it should be, with that ball hopping, it getting across the nail, assists being celebrated, a grind to the way somebody defends and rebound, if you buy a ticket for Loyola women's basketball, you're not going to be disappointed.
Well, I know I'm definitely excited to see the opener on Monday before we go on the air for the men's basketball opener as well. And of course, I'll be on the call for some of the games as well as the season goes on. So can't wait for that.
Scott, before I go, I do want to say, I know that question that you were asking me about people to tune into. I'd be remiss because I never got to the first year class. We have so many transfers. I do want to mention the motor. You're going to see one transfer that I didn't mention, Emma Theodorson from Bucknell. I think that kid is very, very talented and is going to play with like I said, with a motor that can rebound, that can defend, and is very capable shooting that three ball. I think she replaces and levels us in different ways up, where Allie Berg did some great things for us last year. And then I just want to make a note with the first year class. It's a really, really strong class. I mean, if you're doing your homework and you obviously do such a professional job with this, I mean, you're walking away with that first exhibition game with Brooklyn Vaughn, one of our posts on that team, scoring 21 points, grabbing copious amount of rebounds in that first game of her campaign. You've got Kendall, who's a really athletic guard that rebounds and values rebounding. You've got an unbelievable PG and off guard and Alexa Kinnis that I think is probably our best athlete in the gym on most days, coming off of an ACL and coming back into her style play, but she makes unbelievable plays on and off the ball. She's a tremendous defender. She's a very, very skilled player who has a very bright future for us. We're working through some other injuries with our other kids, but Yasmin Palmer, very fantastic post. Roisin Graham, very skilled big that can score, can be a tremendous passer. We're working on some health stuff there. And then Holly Dolney from Australia, probably our best IQ out of our first years, out of our class. At least you have a little bit of information on each of those.
Definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of players to be excited for on the roster this season. And of course, you'll open up the season against Kentucky State, and then Saturday, November 9th, a 7 o'clock game against West Georgia. Then an early game that stands out, DePaul coming to Gentile Arena on Tuesday, November 12th. And then I mentioned some of those double headers. November 19th, the women's team will be on the floor against that old friend Valparaiso at 5 p.m. So if you're coming out for the men's game, why not come out a couple hours earlier as well and get more basketball? And then Northwestern is going to be coming to Gentile Arena on Tuesday, November 26th. So there's some exciting home games for fans to come out to this year. That wraps up our Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. Thanks to head coach Allison Guth from the Loyola women's basketball team. Coach, best of luck here in 24-25. You know I'll be watching.
Thank you so much, Scott. Appreciate you.
This is the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Tired of the daily maintenance of getting rid of unwanted hair? Still shaving the patches of hair left behind by laser hair removal? Ready to throw away your tweezer and have your eyebrows shaped permanently? Electrolysis is the only method recognized by the FDA as permanent hair removal. Call or text 224-730-4919 to schedule your free 45-minute consultation and sampling. Day, evening, and weekend hours available. Offices in Skokie and Lincoln Park. Visit electrolysisforyou.com for more information. Go Ramblers!
Bears fans, it's Coach Dave Wanstead with Marquee Sports Network. We get that you love your Bears, so join us immediately following all Bears games this season for the official Bears postgame live, brought to you by United Airlines, featuring live press conferences, locker room interviews, in-depth breakdowns of the biggest plays, and much more. It's the official postgame show of the Chicago Bears, airing immediately after the Bears games on Marquee Sports Network and streaming on the Marquee Sports Network app.
Back here on the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show with the score, Loyola 50, Detroit Mercy 33. Hope you enjoyed part 2 of my interview with Loyola women's basketball head coach Allison Guth. The Rambler women won their opener here on Monday night, 91-56 over Kentucky State. They'll be back here Saturday night, 7 o'clock. They'll take on West Georgia. And then I mentioned coming up Tuesday, November 12th, they'll be playing DePaul here at Gentile Arena. Also a 7 o'clock start for that one. And if you tune into that game on Marquee Sports Network, you might hear and see a couple of familiar people. You might get some extra Scott and CT if you tune in to that game, which I hope you do if you are not in the arena as well. All right, CT, 50-33 lead for the Ramblers at halftime. They shot 15 of 30, 7 of 20 from 3, 13 of 16 at the free throw line. Jaden Dawson, 13 points. So I mentioned he had 8 double-figure games last year out of the 26 games that he played. He's 2 for 2 this season. Ramblers get 11 offensive rebounds for 14 second chance points, led by as many as 20. Hold the Titans 41.4% shooting, 3 of 9 from 3, and they went 6 of 10 at the line. First half thoughts for you, CT.
Yeah, so we talked about the turnovers. They finished with 7, which is a little bit high, but I think we counted 4 of them that were very uncharacteristic. On one hand, that 7 number is a little bit high, but when you think about the likelihood of a lot of those turnovers happening in the future, pretty slim, so you're feeling good there. I really like the free throw for shooting, though. So 13 of 16, so we've made more free throws than Detroit has attempted, which is a key indicator of how we're playing. I think we're the ones being the aggressors, and we are getting a lot of those foul calls that we need. Overall, I'm looking forward to seeing us clean up some of the defensive mistakes that we had early on, just continuing that intensity. Hopefully we clamp down and we hold them to lower than 41% shooting in the second half.
I looked up those turnover numbers when they happened. The first 5 turnovers happened in the first 5 minutes of the game, and a couple of them I mentioned were just bad passes to the backcourt that led to over and back. And then a couple of others where, Justin Moore just trying to come to a stop after dribbling into the paint and just sliding a bit, and having to Jaden Dawson as well. So, I'm nitpicking on the positive side of these turnovers and saying, well, slipping a little bit on the court, that's just going to happen. Not much you're going to be able to do about that most of the time. So, again, 50-33 the score at halftime, Ramblers and Titans. We'll take a final break, come back, and on the other side of this break, we'll have half number 2 between the Ramblers and the Titans here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready for slam dunk experiences during basketball games? Head over to Ireland's for unforgettable pregame and postgame celebrations. Located on campus in the lower level of the Damon Student Center and proudly run by Loyola-led enterprises undergraduate students. Head down and enjoy a delicious panini and pair it with a beer or seltzer of your choice. Ireland's, raising a glass to victory.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
When the holidays get real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where you'll find early Black Friday deals. Kohl's, where families come first. 50-33 Loyola. Second half about to begin. It'll be Titan basketball. They'll be moving right to left in the second half. They got a team-high 9 points from MacMan Seal in the first half. 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 3 at the line. 7 points from Orlando Lovejoy, who was also 3 of 5 from the field. They have 4 players with 2 fouls. The Ramblers have 4 with 2 fouls as well. Dawson, Moore, Quinn, and DeLoach. Ramblers start the second half with Watson, Moore, Dawson, Uinsu, and Rubin, so the original starting 5. Lovejoy around the screen, dribbling out top, reverses it back to the left side to Nate Johnson. Johnson right-hand dribble towards the paint, floats it back out front to Mansell. Mansell loses the basketball out of bounds as he tried to drive to the baseline. Bothered a bit by Kamani Uinsu.
Yep, great start.
10th turnover for the Titans. Moore into the front court, left to right for the Ramblers. Moore around the screen set by Rubin. Trying to pass it back out to Watson, and there's a steal by Mansell. Mansell gives it up to Nate Johnson. Johnson, right-hand dribble, top of the key. Swings it beyond the three-point line, right side, Jared Larry. Larry trying to spin against
What?
Dawson, who gets called for a reach-in foul.
That was terrible. Oh, my goodness. Let's watch replay.
Hard to tell from the angle that we saw
that's
what
3.
happened.
Yeah, that's 3 on him.
So Jaden's going to check out, and Sheldon will come on. 46 seconds into the second half. Under out of bounds. They lob it out top to Lovejoy. Push pass left for Larry. Larry dribbles it off his foot. Stolen by Moore. It's a 3-on-1. Moore leaves it for Watson. Oh, he got blocked from behind. That's just great defense from behind by Jared Larry. Blocking the Watson dunk. Rubin trying to block a shot on the other end. It altered the shot of Nate Johnson. He got his own rebound and put it up and in. That's a heartening sequence for Detroit Mercy fans to have that turnover, but get back and get the block. Owinsu passes to the corner. Moore to Watson, missing a left wing 3. Owinsu trying to save it inbounds, can't do so. So it'll be Titan basketball. 18:36 second half, 50-35 Loyola.
Ooh, good trap.
Got a double team. Lovejoy along the left sideline. He's able to get rid of it. Now gets it back. Blows by Watson. Goes and attacks Rubin, who doesn't block it, but Lovejoy threw up just a floater that went a couple of feet and not even close to the rim. Ball ends up out of bounds, and it'll be Detroit Mercy ball with 14 on the shot clock. And now inbounds pass, knocked out of bounds by Sheldon. So they'll just switch where the ball is being inbounded. McMahon-Seal not sure exactly where he's supposed to be. Gets it in right wing to Larry. Now for Johnson between the rings. Push pass, sideline right. Mansell got Watson in the air. Watson lost him. Mansell misses a wide open 3. Rubin the rebound. Edwards into the front court. Winsu swings it for Moore. Moore on the left. Moore for Rubin. Left of the lane. Left free throw line extended. Rubin. Hands off Edwards. Edwards will float it in off the window with the left hand. Can't remember seeing that shot from Sheldon last year. Quick 3 the other way. No good by Jared Larry. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. Detroit ball. Here comes Francis Wakoria. Kamani Insu will check out. And for Detroit Mercy, Legend Jeter back in. Steven Okoro checks out. Fresh 20 to work with for the Titans. Lovejoy, baseline inbounds. Gets it in right corner. Open. Johnson, 3. Got it. The second three-pointer for Nate Johnson. He has 9 points, 14-point game. The lead has been as many as 20. Rubin catches just inside the arc. Hands off Moore. Moore into the corner. Edwards for 3. That's good. Sheldon finding his shot here in the second game of the year. He's got 11. Underneath the hoop the other way. Mansell comes out to the free throw line against Rubin, looking for space. Doesn't have it. Has to give it up to Johnson out top. Lovejoy swings right for Mansell. Still with Rubin on him. Mansell trying to take him off the dribble. Pulls up for a 15-footer, and Miles, I guess, grazed his arm. And that'll be a foul on Rubin.
Yeah, I think got him on the arm on the way up. Great initial defense, so didn't fall for any of the crossovers or the herky-jerky movement. Just stayed sliding his feet, just stayed solid, just bailed him out there at the end.
Well, Rubin's played 18 minutes today, and that's his first foul. McMahon-Seal to the line for 2. Makes the first. He's the first Titan in double figures. Rubin out to Lochan. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. Loyola's lead is 16. It was 17 entering at 50-33. 2 for 2 for McMahon-Seal. Mentioned the 50 points. Not only the larger than any first half output last year as Des Watson drives to the hoop, gets all the way there, scores it and a foul. Not only the largest first half as compared to last year. The largest last year was the 48 against Eastern Illinois. The largest second half output was 49 for the Ramblers last year against George Mason. So 50 points, surpassing any total. We looked that up. Kayla Peterson, our SID, looked that up, not including the Goshen game. Just, I got a feeling maybe the Ramblers scored 50 or something in that, but we kept it limited to a Division I competition. Watson completed the three-point play. 9 points for Dez. 18 points is the lead. Lovejoy to 15 feet. Throws it out to Jeter for a left side three. Front iron. Flying in for the rebound. Mansell had it swatted away by Sheldon. But may have been too much body contact. No, Justin Moore with the body contact. Edwards was clean on the block.
That's 3 on Justin, unfortunately.
So Jalen Quinn will come back on momentarily. Mac Mansell will shoot 2 more. He's 4 of 5 at the line. 58-40 and now 58-41. So it's Quinn, Edwards, Watson, Wakoria, and Deloach on the floor for Loyola. Mansell, second free throw, swish. 4 points now in the second half, all at the free throw line for Mansell. 13 for the game. 16 is the Loyola lead. Quinn gets blitzed, passes it off to Watson, left wing. Now baseline left. It's Deloach, gets into the paint,
Score that.
underneath,
Easy.
and scores.
Easy.
Ducked the shoulder, went underneath legend Jeter, and scored. Second basket for Deloach today. Wakoria got crossed up defensively, and a three-pointer from the left corner for TJ Nadeau. 60-45. Quinn into the front court to Edwards, sideline right. Right of the lane, it's Deloach, spins right to the baseline. Got to the hoop, scores it, and a foul, and he flexes on him. And that'll get us to a timeout. Jalen Deloach with back-to-back baskets, and he'll go to the line looking to finish off a three-point play. 15:48 to go second half. Loyola 62, Detroit Mercy 45. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
Looking for a doctor close to home? You don't have to travel far to find the leading edge of healthcare. With Loyola Medicine, hospitals and doctors' offices located throughout the west, south, and southwest suburbs, advanced medical technology and top-rated physicians are right in your neighborhood. At Loyola Medicine, the official healthcare system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, it's easy to find an exceptional doctor at a convenient location. Go to loyolamedicine.org/doctor to find your Loyola doctor today.
Planning for retirement is like preparing for the big game. You need offense, defense, and the right team on your side. As the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, Strategic Wealth Designers has a goal to help you create a winning financial plan so you're prepared for life's biggest moments. Strategic Wealth Designers, helping America retire since 2002. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 1-87-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
The new Bud Light Loft at Gentile Arena provides a fantastic sideline view of the court. It also offers plenty of exciting amenities, including all-inclusive food service with an elevated game day tailgate menu, a private cash bar, and a reserved countertop seat with access to high-top tables. If you're interested in season, group, or single game tickets in the Bud Light Loft, you can visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF. Ramblers here in the second half are 5 of 7 from the field. Jalen Deloach has 4 straight points, has a chance for a three-point play, and it's 62-45 with 15:48 to go in the second half as Loyola, for the second straight game, for the most part, offensively are able to get what they want, whether it's an open three or something at the rim.
Yeah, and just knowing that, I think that's what makes the turnovers that much more frustrating. Because, I mean, those are just wasted possessions. But I really like what we're seeing from Jalen Deloach in the second half. So he's doing a great job of establishing low post position and calling for the ball. And then from there, he's just really taking his time. I I mean, I'm surprised Detroit isn't sending a double team after him, but he's big and strong enough to just overpower his defender, or he's quick and nimble enough to spin off them and get an angle to the basket. So I hope we continue going through him in the second half. We're really liking what I'm seeing from him.
Ramblers shooting 54% for the game. Last year, shot about 45% as a team. It was exactly 45% last year, which was 8th in the Atlantic 10. In the opener on Monday, only shot 41%, so the offense obviously a lot more efficient here today. I always like to look at that assist number, 16 assists on 20 made baskets today, CT. That's that assist to field goal made ratio that you like, that was 7th best in the country last year.
Exactly. Doing a great job of sharing the ball and turning down good shots, making that extra one more pass to set up a great shot.
Jalen Deloach looking to finish off a 3-point play. One free throw. Of course, it was a third-team All-A-10 2 years ago for VCU when they were regular season and tournament champions. Went to the NIT Final Four with Georgia last year. Completes the 3-point play. 7 points for Deloach. 5 here in the second half. And it's 63-45. Right corner, Nadeau open for a 3 and makes that one. So he's made a 3 from both corners.
Yeah,
what happened there?
I don't think that was JQ's help. I mean, he helped off as a ball side shooter instead of just sticking with him.
Jalen Quinn dribbling left. Watson between the rings. Finds Deloach in the right corner. It goes down the baseline, and he had it knocked away. Still Rambler ball. 15 on the shot clock. Ball going to be inbounded near the corner, but on the baseline by Sheldon near the end of the Rambler bench. Gets it into Deloach. Okoria swings it to Quinn, deep right side. 10 to shoot. Quinn up top, Okoria. Push pass left for Watson. Back to Okoria with 5. Back to Dez with 4. Watson trapped in the corner. Okoria, a deep 3 left side. Missed it too strong. Rebound off the floor. The shot clock was at 1. Larry, left-hand dribble across the lane, floats it up off the glass. No. Rebound off the floor for Sheldon Edwards. Edwards will take it ahead, gives it up to Okoria. Now Watson catch and shoot 3. Missed it short. Okoria flies in for the offensive rebound. Puts it back out to Watson. Quinn peruses into the lane. Contact off the glass. No foul, but he scores. 65-48. Ramblers by 17. 14-18 to go, second half. Nadeau. Dribble handoff, sideline right to Johnson. And Sheldon with a slight bump on the hip. Gets called for the foul. It's first, 4th on the team. Sideline inbounds play for the Titans. Rubin back onto the floor. Deloach out, and for the first time, we will see Daniil Glazkov. 6'6", 200-pound freshman from Russia, played at IMG Academy. 4-star, top 70 recruit. Told us at IMG, people called him Danny. But call him Daniil for now. We'll wait till we get more comfortable to call him Danny, on the road with him and whatnot. As a shot off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound put in by Calumbay for the Titans to make it 65-40, 65-50. Points go up slowly on the scoreboard. Quinn driving underneath the basket. Kick out, top of the key. Watson up fakes. Now dribbles, passes. Rubin finds Glazkov underneath the rim and able to score with a patient finish. Was underneath the rim, but a nice little head fake. Carved out enough space, laid it up and in, and then Detroit Mercy turns it over in the front court. So Daniil Glazkov is 1 for 1 in his career. What is going on? It was a turnover by Detroit Mercy. Seemed like the teams thought there then was the timeout, but there wasn't. Quinn will go to the bench. Justin Moore returns. Looking at Jalen Quinn, he seems to have maybe I'm seeing things, but a slight, like the slightest limp. Remember on Monday at one point he was favoring his leg. Hopefully that's nothing. Hopefully I'm just seeing things. Glasgow behind the screen, left wing three. Too short. Rebound by Lovejoy. Into the front court, right to left. McMahon-Seal into the left corner. Quach, his pass into traffic in the paint for Kalambe. Glasgow and Rubin all over him. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Detroit ball. Jaden Dawson back on. He'll come in for Watson. 67-50 Ramblers with 12:56 to go. Sheldon Edwards back in, and Daniel Glasgow, a quick run, will check out. Oh, the inbounded off the
second game
back,
in a row, man. What the?
Back off the back of Rubin, and McMahon-Seal lays it up and in. Do you think Detroit Mercy saw that on the film from Monday when it was done by Chicago State?
Probably. I mean, it's just wide open. I understand you want to be mindful of what's going on with the play, but you can't let that happen.
And there was a foul as well, so McMahon-Seal a chance for a three-point play. Gets the bounce. 16 points for Mansell, 67-53 with 12:55 to go. Moore across the timeline, left to right. Edwards, right wing. Bounces down low. Rubin gets hit hard before he goes up for the shot. Third team foul. Mansell was already in the air to try to contest a Rubin shot before Miles really even had the ball. Just his first foul. Make it a second. Right baseline, Dawson finds Rubin. Floater in the lane off the heel with the left hand, no good. Ahead comes Mansell. Mansell with an inside-out dribble against Dawson. Got swallowed up by Rubin and Dawson, though, at the rim. Got the ball back. Lovejoy. And a reach-in or hand check called on Sheldon Edwards. His second. That was 30 feet from the basket. That's the sixth on the team with 12:28 to go in the second half. 67-53. Jalen DeLoach returns. And out goes Wakoria. So we'll have DeLoach and Rubin for maybe a couple of more minutes together. Saw that in the first half. Mansell. He went to pass it, lost control of it, grabbed it back, and then passed it. But our official to the sideline had looked away. But I'm not sure if that's illegal or not. It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
The shot was missed, and the rebound was by DeLoach. Maybe he may have kept one. It was hard to tell. He may have kept part of one hand on the ball still. Moore bounces for DeLoach. Power dribble to the hoop. Counted and the foul. Jalen DeLoach, a free throw away from his first double-figure outing as a Rambler. He had 9 on Monday. (69-53). DeLoach from Savannah, Georgia. Spins around and out. It was halfway down. It stays 69-53. Lovejoy into the front court for the Titans. Kalambe out front. Mansell with Dawson on him. Mansell trying to get left. Gives to Lovejoy. Lovejoy deep on the left wing. Rubin double teams him with Moore. Lovejoy looking for help. Rubin goes back to his man. 9 on the shot clock. Mansell baseline left. Spins against Dawson. Underneath the hoop. Forces up a shot. Partially blocked by DeLoach. Batted around. 1 on the shot clock from near half court. Three-pointer air ball by Lovejoy. Shot clock violation and a timeout on the floor. 11:34 left to go in half number 2. It's the Ramblers 69, Detroit Mercy 53. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Loyola fans, Cam Krutwick here. Have you ever shopped for sports or concert tickets online only to be blown away by the high fees at the checkout? You can forget about the sticker shock with TicketEstore.com, an official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, proud members of the National Association of Ticket Brokers, and celebrating 20 years in the business. TicketEstore.com has the tickets you love without the fees you don't. Next time you're looking for great seats, TicketEstore.com is your destination.
Celebrate Chicago with Windy City weeknights at Gentile Arena this season. All Monday through Thursday games feature $7.73 bleacher seats and a 3-1-2 concessions menu featuring $3 soda, $1 popcorn, and $2 hot dogs.
Alley-oop! With the one-hand finish!
Visit LoyolaRamblers.com/weeknights and reserve your tickets today.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Loyola Medicine's top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. Scott and CT back with you at Gentile Arena. Loyola 69, Detroit Mercy 53 with 11:34 left to go. It'll be Rambler basketball after forcing a shot clock violation before the timeout. Ramblers in the second half are 8 of 14 from the field. They're 52% overall. They're 1 of 5 this half from 3, 8 of 25 overall. So the three-point shot still a work in progress right now. Combined for the season, the Ramblers are now 14 of 50. That's only 28%, of course, for the year thus far. Have grabbed 12 offensive rebounds, 16 second chance points, 28 points in the paint, plus 8 in that category, and 29 more points off the bench. But I feel like that's going to be hopefully a trend all season long, especially with the idea being that, okay, the first two games have been the same 5 starters. You have that solid 9-man rotation, but at some point, some of those 4 off the bench, Edwards, Deloach, in this case, Wakoria, and Jalen Quinn are probably going to start at some point this season as well. So it's 9 starters, as Drew put it.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have. Also, both Safe and Daniil got opportunities so far. I mean, if we're able to put this one away in the next few minutes, we'll probably get another look at them. But glad they got their first in-game experience, kind of shake some of the nerves and the jitters off. So hopefully as the year progresses, we'll see them start playing more minutes and playing bigger roles.
Dawson will inbound to Moore. Deloach, Watson, and Rubin remain on the floor as well. Moore. Lovejoy almost knocked it away. Justin Moore pulls up right wing, bounces it to Deloach. Baseline. He loses control. Lovejoy comes up with a loose ball, and Deloach just kind of ran into him. And that's going to be a foul on Jalen Deloach. Jalen was frustrated by it, but I think that call had to be made because even though Lovejoy sort of was the one who initiated the contact, he was going for the loose ball.
Yeah, Deloach is frustrated with himself. He's not frustrated with the call necessarily.
That's his third foul. It's 1-1 the other way for Orlando Lovejoy, who's 1 of 2 at the line today. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in 21 minutes. Played 53 games at Eastern Michigan over the last 2 seasons. First free throw is good. First point of the second half for Lovejoy. 69-54 with 11:18 remaining. Lovejoy, second free throw in the air. Good. 14-point Rambler lead. They've led by as many as 20. That was in the first half in the final minutes. Led by 17 at halftime, 50-33. Watson on the left wing, skips it almost to CT. Justin Moore catches it, though. It just looked like it was going to CT, really. But it was 2 more. Deloach gets undercut as falling to the ground was the defender, Calambe. So the foul on Calambe, his 3rd and 5th on the team. Ramblers with 2 double-figure scores today. Dawson with 13, Edwards with 11. They had 3 on Monday as Dawson led the way with 20. Moore had 14, as did Watson. Jalen Deloach is 1 point away from double figures, as is Des Watson. Miles Rubin has 8. Under out of bounds, lobbed into Rubin, catches left free throw line extended. Rubin right hand dribble at the top of the nail, gives to Moore right wing. Moore for Watson, swung to Dawson. Dawson pulls up, left baseline, too strong from 15 feet. And the rebound by Lovejoy. They'll push ahead for the Titans. Circles it out to Nadeau. Nadeau to the free throw line, kick out, left side 3, man seal. Off the back iron, missed it too strong. Offensive rebound, and the putback attempt by Okoro was blocked by Rubin, but a foul whistled.
Might have gotten away
It's on
with
Moore.
Yeah, a little shuffle of the feet before he went up.
No, Owinsu. They put it on Moore on the stat monitor, but that may have been a miscommunication with 28 or 8. And the first free throw is missed. So the foul they announced was on Owinsu. Second free throw was good. 69-56. Underneath, wide open, Miles Rubin. They fire it down low for the dunk. And they get those points back. And Rubin has double figures for the first time this season. And for the 8th time in his career, 71-56. 10 minutes to go. Nate Johnson down the left baseline, and a blocking foul on Jalen Quinn.
Yeah,
Sold it, but
no, because they got messed up from the beginning because it should have been a switch right there with JD and JQ, but they didn't talk it through, so now JQ is late trying to run back, and that's why he was out of position.
Third foul on Quinn. And 2 more free throws. This time for Nate Johnson. Yeah, Quinn never got in front of Johnson driving down the baseline. As Johnson misses free throw number 1. Detroit Mercy now 14 of 20 at the free throw line today, 8 of 10 in the second half. True freshman Nate Johnson, second free throw, bounces out, rebound off the floor, picked up by Dawson. Ramblers still up by 15. Quinn across the timeline, left to right. Owinsu, left-hand dribble inside the arc, left of the lane now, back to the basket. Gets his way into the paint, floats it up off the glass, draws a foul, will go to the line for 2. Nate Johnson, the foul. Kamani Owinsu to the line for 2. 5 points tonight. Make that 7 for Kamani. In 11 minutes, 3 of 3 shooting. Made his lone 3-point attempts. First 2 free throws off the front rim, off the back iron, and nestles home. Ramblers scored 79 points on Monday. They've got 72 with 9:43 left. Kamani Owinsu from Mulhouse, France. 2 seasons at Washington State. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Miles Rubin almost got caught for an over the back, trying to get the offensive rebound. Titans come the other way. Out of the left corner, Johnson gets to the rim, blocked by Rubin, but Quinn fouled him. And now both Quinn and Moore have 4 fouls. See what Drew Valentine does in terms of who's going to be the primary ball handler. Said a guy like Owinsu is a very good ball handler, and why he was in the starting lineup on Monday specifically. No, Justin Moore is going to come back on with 4 fouls as the first of 2 free throws bounces out for Johnson. Wakoria and Moore in. Owinsu and Quinn check out. Oh, sorry. Moore only has 3 because initially on the monitor they gave him that foul before that was on Owinsu. So Justin Moore only has 3, so he's back in. Second free throw, Johnson is good. Double figures for him. Second Titan in double figures. And Seal has 16. 72-57, 9:25 remaining. Moore dribbling between the rings. Push pass right side for Watson. Watson back out top for Moore. Swings it left for Dawson. Rubin comes to get it just inside the three-point line, left side. Coming to get the handoff is Dez. Finds Wakoria, right wing. Enters it for Miles. Double team comes from the weak side. He kicks out, 4 to shoot. Dawson steps to his left, takes the 3. Off the back rim, long rebound. Watson. And a fresh 20 for the Ramblers. Dawson comes to get it. Dawson inside the arc right side. Dawson dribbles out, dribbles back to the paint, lost it, stolen the other way. Larry to the hoop, tries with a one-hand Thunder finish attempt. He got fouled by Wakoria, who will send him to the free throw line.
I think JD was just over dribbling right there, just trying to create something. Just go ahead and change it, space the floor out, and get it back later.
Wakoria, his first foul. 2 more free throws for the Titans. They've taken 13 free throws in the half, 15 of 23 for the game, and now 15 of 24. They were 16 of 21 at the line on Monday. Dawson and Rubin go out. Reset the Rambler lineup here after this free throw. That's good for Jared Larry. His first point of the game in 14 minutes, 0-5 from the field. 72-58. Moore, Watson, Deloach, Edwards, and Wakoria on the floor. Edwards wide open for 3. Ooh, and he bricked it. Too strong. Jalen Deloach fighting for the rebound, able to knock it to Justin Moore. Shot clock, didn't reset because it shouldn't have. So good call. The ball never hit the rim. 5 to shoot. Down the left baseline, Watson slips it for Deloach. Lets 2 defenders fly by. Then he lays it in. Not sure how Dez was able to find the space, but he did it. And Deloach now with 11. That's 4 Ramblers in double figures. 74-58 with 8 minutes left. Nate Johnson, left wing, guarded by Edwards. And Sheldon's called for another foul with too much hand contact, I suppose. Drew Valentine with his palms on his forehead. And we'll get a timeout. And after the timeout, it'll be more Detroit Mercy free throws, although they have not really been taking full advantage. They're 10 of 15 here in the second half. 7:55 left to go. Loyola 74, Detroit Mercy 58. You're listening to Rambler Basketball from Learfield.
JB Alberto's has had a passion for pizza since 1965. Each JB Alberto's pizza starts with its own unique handcrafted dough. It's topped with flavorful homemade pizza sauce, crafted from sun-ripened tomatoes, 100% real mozzarella cheese, ingredients cut fresh daily, and top-quality meats. Visit jbalbertos.com to order online or call them at 773-973-1700. JB Alberto's, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
Kupiak and Martin, founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiak, is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 60 years of experience advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiakandmartin.com.
Team Impact is a therapeutic 2-year program that matches children with facing serious illness and disabilities with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Loyola Medicine sponsors the Ramblers' relationship with Team Impact, which currently includes 3 active matches. Team Impact getting all kids in the game, all in, all together. 7:55 remaining, 74-58 Loyola. 2 more free throws coming for the Titans, who haven't made a field goal in 5 minutes and 3 seconds, but they've been getting a free throw here and there. They're missing a lot of free throws as well. So they've been cutting into the lead a little bit, but not really gaining much ground in this 16-point advantage. If you're the Ramblers, though, you're playing with a little bit of fire because you're giving them so many chances to score at the free throw line. If they end up starting to make free throws and then get hot, say, from the three-point line, the end of this game could be a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've already shot 12 free throws this half, and we still have about 8 minutes left to go. So we'll like to see us clean up on the defensive end, slide our feet, show the hands a little bit. I mean, you see that they're calling, I don't want to say ticky-tack fouls, but we just see how they're calling the game right now, so it's our job to adjust.
First time these two schools have played since January of 2013 here at Gentile Arena, where Christian Thomas scored 18 points, had 11 rebounds. If I remember the story correctly, it was his fourth consecutive double-double. Sir, he's a sophomore that year, ended up being the second leading scorer for the Ramblers that year. But that was the 10th loss in a row to Detroit Mercy, and now trying to break that streak today. Nate Johnson misses another free throw for the Titans. Second free throw in the air. That one is good. So they are 17 of 27 at 63%. More to the front court for the Ramblers. Deloach catches at the top of the nail. Hands it back off to Moore. Moore drives. Finger rolled off the glass with the left hand. Justin Moore, we've seen the ability for Moore to finish at the cup, right hand and left hand. He's kind of been 50-50 with being able to finish, in terms of which way he's been driving so far in his brief Rambler career.
Yeah, does a really good job getting in the paint. I mean, he can really break his man down off the dribble. Doesn't need a ball screen a lot of times, but he's able to get in there, and he's able to finish, like you said.
He was 5 of 8 from the field on Monday. He's 2 for 4 today. He's 1 of 3 at the line now today, though, as he back rimmed it. Rebound for the Titans, 76-59. Mansell cycles it back out for a 3 for Legend Jeter. Front iron. Rebound loose on the baseline. Last touch by the Titans. Talked about the connection between these two programs. Mark Montgomery played and coached at Michigan State. Was hosted on his recruiting visit to Michigan State by Drew Valentine's dad, Carlton Valentine. Ooh, Jalen Deloach spinning into a double team along the baseline. Lost it on the way up. Titans come the other way. Getting into the paint and kicking out is Larry to Johnson. Not Larry Johnson. That'd be cool, though. Nato lost it, got it back. Deep right, Mansell uses a screen. Mansell's been quiet as of late. Takes a long step back, 2. Contested, missed it. Watson the rebound, saves it inbounds to Edwards. Up ahead it goes to Wakoria. Down the baseline, left side. Wakoria has to throw it back out to Moore. Edwards, top of the key, up fakes. Goes back to Moore, sideline left. Away from the ball, Legend Jeter and Jalen Deloach locked up, and a foul called on Detroit Mercy. That'll be a 1-and-1 for Jalen Deloach.
Yeah, he's posting hard in there. Physically, Detroit does not have a match for him.
Legend Jeter today, not living up to his first name. 11 minutes, 0 of 3 from the field, 2 rebounds, 4 fouls. No points. He's going to check out. Sorry.
You want it? How
I
wanted you.
Not. I wasn't. I just. I swear. I swear. Jalen Deloach just makes the first free throw here. He'll get one more. 12 points for Deloach. I will admit to you when I pre-plan things, and that was not pre-planned. I saw the opening for it, and I apologized. It's kind of rough. I'm sorry, Legend. That's just the second game of the year, and I'm already piling on the guy. Jalen Deloach, second free throw, also good. 13 points for Deloach. He's already surpassed his Georgia career high. He had 9, the best game he had last year against North Florida. His overall career high had a 19-point game with VCU 2 years ago, and he's at 13 here today. Comes out of the game, though, after the made free throw, and Detroit Mercy throws it away. Justin Moore on the run out to the hoop, off the glass and in with the right-hand lay-in as he was defended not badly by Mac Mansell, but able to finish nonetheless. Mark Montgomery wants a timeout, and that will lead us to a media timeout with 6:20 left to go in the second half. Loyola 80, Detroit Mercy 59. The 10-game losing streak to the Titans is on the ropes. We'll be right back here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at RamblersMBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
That's at RamblersMBB on Instagram and Twitter.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Rambler fans, make plans for your next trip to Gentile Arena by visiting RamblerTickets.com, your official source for Loyola athletics tickets. Men's basketball seats start at only $14 per game. Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF. 80-59, the Ramblers lead the Titans with 6:20 left to go. As Loyola shooting 52% for the game, 8 of 27 from three. I'd like to improve on that. 18 of 24 at the line, 75%. Sign me right up for that number as the season goes on. Detroit Mercy shooting 37%, 6 of 20 from three, and they've left a bunch of points at the free throw line where they're 17 of 27. CT today, the Ramblers have 4 double-figure scores. Dawson and Deloach with 13. Edwards with 11. Rubin with 10. That's 2 starters and 2 players off the bench.
Yeah, once again, that good balance, good depth. I mean, we're seeing, Drew talking about we have 9 starters, so 9 guys that we trust that can play big minutes and that can actually produce, and I think we're seeing that tonight.
Mark Montgomery had called a timeout and led us to this break. It'll be Titans basketball. Nate Johnson inbounding in the backcourt with Jared Larry. Larry will bring it across half court, right to left. Dribbling left inside the arc, gets to the paint, and Rubin cancels the shot out. Here comes Moore on a run out. Moore behind the back. Wakoria got it ripped away, but he was fouled. Justin Moore, that was not an easy pass. Behind the back is never easy, but he went across the lane with it on a 3-on-1.
Yeah, running full speed ahead, too.
To Wakori, I thought that was going to be, who was the other man running with him? Watson? I thought if he was going to go behind the back, would have been to the closer man, Dez, up the middle. Degree of difficulty was high. Wakoria, one of first of the 2 free throws is good. 3rd point tonight for Francis. At 5 points in his Rambler debut on Monday. 3 seasons at UC San Diego. Making it 82-59 with 6:04 to go. Ramblers' top output last year, I'm going to say this again, against a Division I opponent was 89 points against Eastern Illinois. Also had Rubin, another block, about the same spot, low left block.
That's 3rd block on the day.
So finally, he's back up to the Miles Rubin standards after one game on Monday where he only had 1 block. I mean, geez. 1. He averaged 2.3 last year, which is 14th best in the nation. 3 here tonight. Down low. Okoro, kick out, left corner, 3, or long 2 is short by Gonderzik. Ramblers have the rebound. So the Ramblers are well on their way to a 90-point day, something they didn't do last year other than the game against Goshen. They went for a lob for Rubin, couldn't handle it at the rim, and dropped it out of bounds. 8-0 run for Loyola over the last 2 minutes and 19 seconds to be up by 23 points. Largest lead of the night. Gondurzik dribbling to the right. Larry baseline right against Watson. Trying to back him down into the paint. Goes to his left.
It's a
Travels.
Yeah. I think everybody
Everyone.
feared they weren't going to call that for a second. It's like, man.
Hey, I told you got to give the referee a second to process it and blow the whistle. That takes brain, a couple different brain functions. Although, I mean, you had quick reaction though. Yeah, so you have quicker reactions. Jaden Dawson, deep on the right side, alley-oop. Rubin can't finish from the weak side. Tried to lay it in off the glass. Didn't go for the dunk.
Just dunked it.
Pull up left side. Mansell bricks a three, too strong. Justin Moore with the rebound. Ramblers are actually -1 on the glass tonight. Left corner three comes up short for Dawson. Rebound for Larry for Detroit Mercy. Titans working in the front court. Deep left, it's Mansell. Moore tries to fight through his screen. Mansell, a floater in the face of Rubin with some contact. Hits the ground hard, missed the shot. Wilcoria the rebound. Ahead for Dawson, right corner. Dawson for Rubin. Just outside the lane. Dawson swings it left for Moore. Catch and shoot, left side. Wilcoria three, short. Rebound for Detroit Mercy. Both teams going cold right now. Up ahead, Okoro had it knocked away by Dawson out of bounds. It'll be Rambler Titan ball, with 4:06 to go. Deloach returns. Rubin will check out. And coming back in is Kamani Insu. In for Francis Wilcoria. Baseline inbounds here for the Titans. Down by 23. In the right corner with it. And bumped going down the baseline was Emmanuel Quach. And that'll be 2 more free throws for the Titans. So Dawson and Deloach each have 13. Moore leading the team with 6 rebounds. In fact, Moore leading the team with 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Quach makes the first of 2 free throws to make it 82-60. Sheldon returns, replacing Des Watson. Miles Rubin 3 blocks today. Jaden Dawson 3 steals. Second free throw in the air and good for Emmanuel Quach. 82-61. The 3 steals for Dawson ties his career high. Insu driving towards the lane, pulls up left of the lane, back to the basket, dribble down. Got to get in the lane with it. Finds Deloach, middle of the paint. Deloach spins, steps to the hoop, travel.
Yeah, he traveled.
Yep.
He did.
Yep. Sheldon Edwards is asking about it, but not really too vehemently. Timeout on the floor. 3:42 left to go. Loyola 82, Detroit Mercy 61. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences. Collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
JB Alberto's is the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Although they've had passion for pizza since 1965, their menu also includes appetizers, salads, chicken, ribs, seafood, steak, pastas, sandwiches, burgers, and desserts. Check out their daily specials and order online at jbalbertos.com. You can also call them at 973-1700 for all of your catering needs.
Visit Candlelight Chicago, Firehouse Grill, Pippin's Tavern, or Streeter's Tavern on Friday, November 15th at 6 p.m. to watch the Ramblers take on Princeton. Each is located close to the downtown or the Lakeshore campuses and features delicious food options and beverage specials during Ramblers away games. All away games this season can be viewed at any of these locations as they are the men's basketball away game watch party sponsors. I got to say, I've been to Firehouse Grill on a couple of occasions. Enjoy sitting at the bar, watching a game, and I was gonna mention a certain beverage, but they're not our sponsor. But having a brew, and then Candlelight Chicago, great pizza. That tavern style thin pizza that I really enjoy. I highly recommend that. 3:42 left to go. 82-61 Loyola. CT, 4 minutes to finish. Well, 3:42 to finish, but of course we have that ritual here under 4 minutes to go. That timeout, 4 fingers in the air.
Yep.
The fans like to do some swag surfing like we're at an Atlanta Falcons game with Kirk Cousins, but I think we did it first, though, before Kirk Cousins did, especially.
Yeah.
So Ramblers trying to finish this one off, CT. Titans have the basketball, 3:30 left to go. Nate Johnson getting the ball back, dribbling into the paint, puts up a floater, gets it to go. 82-63. Jalen Quinn will walk it into the front court. 4 double-figure scores for the Ramblers. And then you've got Watson with 9. Quinn, right wing, trying to get to the paint. Fading back and
tough,
hit a
Jake.
shot and a foul.
That's tough, JQ.
Looks a little stronger when he gets in the paint this season, and that's certainly a testament to the strength and conditioning program of Nick Michael, who looks like he can lift a bus.
Yeah.
He may be able to, actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
We luckily haven't had that issue where we've needed him to do that. But
yeah. But again, JQ get in the paint, making a very decisive move. Just take what the defense gives him. Didn't get in there trying to predetermine what was going to happen.
Finishes the three-point play. 8 points for JQ. 85 points on the board. They come up with a steal. Edwards the other way to Dawson. Back to Edwards. Down low to Deloach. Deloach poked it away. Got poked away by Johnson. He didn't see it. So they trade turnovers. Into the front court, Lovejoy. He almost fumbles it away. Oh, Dawson dives to the floor to get the loose ball. And then he gets it away to Owinsu, who kicks a field goal to the other side of the court.
Come on, thinking about what dunk.
That's
he was
pretty
gonna
funny.
do.
That's a funny moment. You can laugh about that for sure when you're up by 22. All right. So that was 4 consecutive turnovers we just saw. Boom, 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 boom. .238 left to go. Quach into the right corner. Nadeau misses a 3 long air ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Ramblers. Last year, the Ramblers had an 85-point output at George Mason. That was the Sheldon Edwards game. Remember that. 27 points. 85-79 win. Had an 89-65 win over Eastern Illinois. And then a 115-64 against Goshen. But never broke the 90-point plateau against a D1 team last year. A shot by Jared Larry banked in from down low to make it 85-65. 2:10 left to go. Owinsu up fakes a 3, fakes the pass, then makes the pass. Got away maybe with the travel. Dawson, left wing Edwards, steps to his left, passes back to Dawson. 3 ball, spins out, and the rebound by Johnson for the Titans.
Yeah. Safe and Daniil at the table again. Told the fans they'd get another run.
So a brief stint for each. Glasgow scored his first points. Nadeau gets to the rim, can't finish in close. Owinsu the rebound. Minute 40 left, and Drew Valentine wants to call a timeout to make the substitutions to get Daniil and
Caleb Reese
safe into the game, as well as Caleb Reese.
Let's go, Reese.
For the first time this year. Caleb is a fan favorite. I mean, he's just kind of everybody's favorite. So it'll be Glasgow, Indawi, Reese, Edwards, and Deloach with 1:41 left. All this talk of getting to 90, and the Ramblers may not do it now. 85-65 with 1:35 left. Caleb Reese takes the ball on the handoff from Deloach. Reese spins it, gives it to Glasgow. Glasgow at the free throw line. Bounces in the paint towards Deloach. Lost it, got it back on the baseline. 9 to shoot. Double team. Now they leave him single covered. Deloach with 5. Goes to work. Deloach ducks the shoulder. Stumbles. Got it to Indawi. Can't score it off the glass. Shot clock violation. Never touched the rim. That was not the prettiest of sequences. With 1:13 left to go. And here comes Matthew Mortensen.
Let's go, Tex.
The sophomore from Plano, Texas. Also out of IMG Academy. Saw some time in 4 games last year. Here's a steal by Edwards.
Showtime.
He's going to go to the hoop by himself with the 2-hand finish. Exclamation point on this one. 87-65 in the final minute. Oh, we got to talk about our RSN MVP CT, unless you've got someone in mind already.
Jalen Deloach.
Oh, there we go. It's been decided. Has the text message been sent?
It has.
It has. All right.
Kayla acknowledged it, so we're good.
So that'll be 2 newcomers in the first 2 games of the year. 5 to shoot here for the Titans. In the right corner, Nadeau takes a contested 3 over Glasgow. Misses. It goes out of bounds. And 28 seconds left. And so the Ramblers don't have to shoot. So they will not crack 90, but they will score almost the most points as compared to last year, had the 89 against Eastern Illinois. I don't think it matters, obviously, but something we were thinking of. And Indawi will dribble the basketball, pass it back to Caleb Reese with 10 seconds left. And the Ramblers with a convincing win. Detroit Mercy had a very slim 2-point lead early in the first half. Ramblers led by as many as 23, and they win tonight by 22 to go to 2-0 on the season, 87-65, and they stop the agonizing 10-game losing streak to Detroit Mercy. Had to wait over 11 years to snap the streak, but they do here today with the 22-point victory. We will step aside, but when we come back, we'll have the JB Alberto's postgame show. We'll have postgame comments from Drew Valentine, and we'll have our RSN MVP live as well, Jalen Deloach. That's all coming up here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Tired of the daily maintenance of getting rid of unwanted hair? Still shaving the patches of hair left behind by laser hair removal? Ready to throw away your tweezer and have your eyebrows shaped permanently? Electrolysis is the only method recognized by the FDA as permanent hair removal. Call or text 224-730-4919 to schedule your free 45-minute consultation and sampling. Day, evening, and weekend hours available. Offices in Skokie, Lincoln Park. Visit electrolysisforyou.com for more information. Go Ramblers!
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is making it easier than ever to find the right provider on a date and time that work with your busy schedule. Using the My Loyola online self-scheduling tool, you can make your next appointment in under a minute. Choose from over 30 specialties, in-person appointments or virtual visits, and your preferred date and time, then confirm and schedule. Head to loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We believe a successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is here to assist. Their holistic approach to retirement planning addresses various aspects of your financial landscape, aiming to ensure a well-rounded strategy for your golden years. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 187-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Tonight's post-game show is brought to you by JB Alberto's, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Order online at jbalbertos.com. Call them at 773-973-1700 or visit them at 1326 West Morse Avenue. Plus, make sure to grab JB Alberto's Pizza at Gentile Arena and Loyola Softball Park throughout the season. The final score tonight, Loyola 87, Detroit Mercy 65. I'll run through the